So welcome back, and because today is Shivaratri still, while we continue with our series of videos, could you please explain about Shivaratri? What day is it from astrological point of view and astronomical?
Let us say that, of course, it is connected to Lord Shiva and it is connected to the special energy of a particular lunar phase. See, the time from I am explaining a little bit about the lunar phases
Yes, please.
because it's a part of Vedic astrology. We must understand this. So, from the new moon, from one new moon to the next new moon is a lunar month. Okay, it's a lunar month from one new moon to the next new moon. So whenever moon starts appearing, that is not the new moon night, you don't see the moon, it's dark. So then moon starts appearing. So right at that time, it's the beginning of the bright part of the month, which is the Shukla Paksha. Paksha means a period which in English is called fortnight. It's approximately 2 weeks,
Okay.
2 weeks to 15 days, like that. So this naturally will continue till moon reaches its completely full position.
Okay.
So this
When we
period
see it,
absolutely round, absolutely round.
okay.
So at that, so this whole period of about 14-15 days. It's divided into 15 phases. Now these phases are unequal. Some phase may be 24, some may be 23 hours, a little bit, because the speed of the moon changes. Okay,
Oh, okay.
it's not constant. So it is actually a very important, let's say, thing in Vedic astrology. So this bright half has some significance. That is a different thing. But then, after getting into full shape, when the moon is diminishing, it's getting smaller little by little, and in about 2 weeks, it comes to the place when it is completely vanished, gone, completely gone. So this is the Krishna Paksha, that is the dark part. So Krishna is, the meaning is dark. So basically Lord Krishna had a dark complexion. Okay. So it is the dark part. So this dark part is again divided into 15 lunar phases.
Again, not equal,
Not equal, not equal.
not
Yes.
exactly
Yes.
24 hours.
So the 14th lunar phase is the time when moon is really very slender, very small.
What is this astronomically? What does it mean it disappears?
Yeah, it disappears means it is unable to receive the ray of the sun and reflect it to the earth.
So Earth
You
is
don't see it.
but Earth happens to be between, or how is it positioned?
Yes.
In one line when it
Yes,
is
it is in
new?
one line actually.
And
It is in
what
one
is
line.
in between what?
See, actually, see the sun's light should not fall on the
Moon.
moon. So that is basically the thing. So basically, the earth comes in between.
Yes.
The
And it
earth.
hides completely the moon.
Yes. So what is happening here? So what is happening? The 14th phase is actually the time. The 14th phase is the time when you and see the moon, but it is very fine.
Very
So
little
that is the moon
crescent.
in the head of Lord Shiva,
Okay.
of Krishna Chaturdashi. This phase is called Krishna 14th or Krishna Chaturdashi. Okay. So here means it is the mind is there. It's not completely gone, but it's a great. So mind is so little bit there that it's great for meditation. The mind is almost gone. The senses are almost gone.
This mind with which we are in the world, let's
Yes.
call it the worldly mind.
No, we would say that it is close to, like, no, it is a very important day for spiritual practices.
Because this
Yes. The mind is almost gone, the emotions are almost gone, but yet you know that there is everybody. There is
Yes.
things around you. It's not complete samadhi state when you forget anything around you. So you know it exists, but I am closed. So it is not a heartless situation, not an emotionless situation.
Okay.
There is a very fine
There is
emotion.
awareness of
There is
those.
awareness. There is awareness that there are some things around us. I may be connected to them. I may have some responsibilities to those, but at this moment, I am in deep
So
meditation.
this is on the 29th lunar
Yes,
day?
yes. It's on the 29th lunar day. So this is Krishna Chaturdasi. So, and of course, like we were discussing and you are describing so wonderfully, that moon is so important for feeling. Moon connects us to the outside world, its emotions, its feelings. So that is why for personal life in Vedic astrology, the moon is given a great deal of importance. We work more with moon signs
Okay.
than sun signs
That's
because it's very much connected to emotions. Soul is also there, sun is soul. But you understand the soul of a person as you live with the person for a much longer period. You understand the very inner things.
And you have to go very deep
You
so
have to
that
go
you
very
see
deep.
their
Yes,
soul.
yes,
You
yes.
have to be able to see your own soul
Yes,
first,
yes.
which means to be very good in meditation. No?
Yes. For example, now it may appear that I am not a proud person. As Nadia once described in a video, that she thinks I'm a humble person. But the person who lives with me for 25 years may know, I'm not saying may know, that I have pride inside, I don't express that.
Okay.
Or maybe I suppress that.
Your wife can know you
May
better, of
know,
course.
may know that. May know that. So this is the personality of the person that gradually opens up according to Vedic astrology. I'm not opposing Western astrology. When you do Western astrology, do in the Western astrological ways. You check sun signs for emotional things, for synastry, you do it. I'm not asking you to confuse the two systems. Please
Okay.
keep the two systems separately in two compartments.
At
Don't mix
least
them.
while we learn
Yes,
one of the
don't
systems.
mix them.
Yeah.
Please don't mix them. The mixture will come when you learn very
You
well
are
both the
perfect
systems.
nearly
Yes.
in both.
Then you know what to mix and how to
Okay.
balance. Then you know. Okay. So when you do Vedic, just follow Vedic system. So here the moon is very important for personal matters, for emotions, and that is what others often see us doing.
Okay.
So, for example, somebody has normally, let's say, an effect of the planet Jupiter. How it comes, I will tell you later. Now, I know that some people may be looking at these videos or listening to videos who already know astrology.
Yes, but
So,
we are talking
yes.
so that even if somebody doesn't
Yes.
understand too.
Like Jupiter is supposed to be a calm planet. It is supposed to be a very knowledgeable planet. It is supposed to be a very responsible planet. So maybe basically the person is like that. But the person does not give that kind of a picture to the society. Because the person has moon in Aries, Aries is a fiery sign, and maybe this moon is not in great position. So quite often she is getting into conflicts. But is not a bad person. He doesn't want the enemy also to suffer.
Okay.
But everybody thinks she's a bad person, she's a proud person, she's a rude person, because you are not able to control your emotions at moments, and that becomes your image in the society.
That's why we say about moon that it means also how much and how, in what way we are popular.
Yes.
Okay.
Moon is what the public opinion, what people think about you. That is moon. Very important.
So
Yeah.
generally what I would add is like the moon is the mind, which is the emotional and sense mind.
Yes.
From the senses what we get. So in yoga and Samkhya it is described as Manomaya Kosha.
Yes.
Not Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is already the intuitive part. So that's what we have to
Yes,
consider.
yes. So all these koshas, pranamaya, annamaya, vijnanamaya, manomaya, all these are connected to different planets. Later on, I will gradually
Yes.
discuss these things.
Yes.
I will
That's why
gradually
we
discuss
relate
these
yoga and all the
things. Yes, yes,
philosophies
yes.
with. So we see how all this Vedic knowledge is connected.
Yeah.
It's not separate.
No,
Once you
even
learn
like
one of the subjects, you go into the other very naturally.
Yes, yes, yes.
I came to Jyotirvid this way after listening one satsang of my guru, Swami Niranjanananda, from Bihar School of Yoga. And the topic was Surya Tantra. He was describing like general for 2 days, you can't say much, but he was describing and I was listening and listening about those rays of the sun. From there the color therapy comes, and this awakened my desire to find out the relation between planets and chakras,
Yes, yes.
and everything from yoga what I learned, and how do we relate to astrology, because I was interested in astrology for many years, but the Western one was available at that time.
Yes, of course, of course.
So everything is related, we mean to
Yes,
say.
of
So
course.
let's make a break now, and we continue with
Yes, we
the
will continue.
subject.
I hope you are enjoying and you are finding our discussion somewhat valuable. But let me tell you, very soon we will be entering the practical aspects of astrology, and it will be more like some practical information, and it will help you to learn how to be an astrologer. So we will come to that. Don't worry. Bye.
Okay.